He's a neuroscientist and tenured associate professor in the Department of Neurobiology at the Stanford University School of Medicine. Dr. Huberman and his lab have made contributions to the brain development, brain plasticity, and neural regeneration and repair fields. His work and his lab's work focuses on the visual system, elucidating the nature of neural mechanisms controlling light-mediated activation of the circadian and autonomic arousal centers in the brain and mediating conscious vision or sight. His lab investigates how the brain works, how it changes through experience. It's a field known as plasticity, and how it repairs itself. He and his colleagues have worked to discover strategies for halting and reversing vision loss in blinding diseases and understanding how visual perceptions and autonomic arousal states are integrated to impact behavioral responses. His lab employs a large range of state-of-the-art investigative tools: virtual reality, gene therapy, anatomy, electrophysiology, and imaging and behavioral analysis. In January 2021, Dr. Huberman launched the Huberman Lab podcast, concentrating on neuroscience and other scientific topics. It's done phenomenally well for a detailed scientific podcast, attracting 1.5 million subscribers. It's very good to see you today, Dr. Huberman, and thank you for agreeing to talk with me.
Oh, delighted to be here. Your first book, 12 Rules for Life, sits prominently on our bookshelf in our living room, and we've all read it and learned a tremendous amount from you over the years, and certainly feel a kinship because of the shared relationship between university professorship and public education as well.
Right. Yeah, well, we've got lots in common. I'm particularly interested in the neurological work that you've done on both anxiety and exploration, although there's plenty of topics to talk about today and plenty of overlapping interests. But it's been a while since I've reviewed the neuroscience literature pertaining to both anxiety and exploration. And so maybe we could start by you laying out what you've discovered and how you're thinking about what you think anxiety signifies, how it's related to exploratory behavior, which I think you described as something approximating courageous approach, although you were talking about mice in that particular paper, and what you're thinking about with regards to the neural basis of these different behavioral responses, behavioral and emotional responses.
Sure, I'd be happy to. And I should mention that these days my laboratory mainly focuses on humans. We still do some mouse work, but we in partnership with people in psychiatry, we're doing essentially equivalent experiments in humans. So I'd be happy to elaborate there. You know,